I'm Sam Martin, and with me is Jason Book, and in this video we're going to take stock of what we know for sure about Batman v Superman right now, what people generally think that we seem to know, and then what are just sort of wild, unconfirmed rumors that are going around, but they seem to have some legs because they're rumors that have been sticking around for a while. So first of all, things that we know for sure, it's not really a long list when you write it down, but here are some things that we do know for sure about Batman v Superman. It's taking place about 2 to 3 years after the events of Man of Steel. Not necessarily a direct Man of Steel sequel, but you can kind of debate about that if you want. Contrary to popular opinion, a lot of people saw the trailer and they're thinking like, oh, Superman's the villain of this and Batman is going to kind of be the hero. That's not actually true. What we know is that a lot of people are positive towards Superman and adore him, and they've erected a statue for him, and a lot of people are, they love him so much that they're actually kind of worshiping him. But to a lesser extent, a lot of people are very positive towards Superman. But we know for sure that there are some factions that are anti-Superman. So that does exist. That's going to probably give us some tension in the movie. We know the Russian space program is involved in some way. We know that Bruce is active in Metropolis during some devastation. He saves a little girl. That we know because I actually happened to catch some, sidewalk footage of them filming in Detroit, Michigan earlier in the summer, last summer. So we know Bruce is there in Metropolis. We know that devastation is happening all around him, and we know that he saves this little girl. What we don't know for sure, but what we think we know, is that Metropolis devastation is possibly the devastation from Man of Steel, and that this might be a flashback to Bruce Wayne being in Metropolis. So let me stop right there, Jason. Any reactions to this so far? Some of the connections to Man of Steel, or any thoughts on that info?
No, I think they all sound great and really plausible. I didn't hear the one about the Russian space program. That's kind of interesting to me.
Yeah, if you so there's a brief little shot in the trailer where Superman has like caught this space capsule or something.
Okay.
And if and people have actually freeze framed it obviously and then started to translate it.
Right.
And it actually has Russian language on it that says the terms from the Russian space program.
Interesting.
So, it could just be that that's it's only involved for one little action sequence that Superman somehow saves something or lifts something.
Yeah.
But it could point to something larger, some kind of global tensions or things that are going on.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
And it might point to this, the international tensions of Superman. Like, is Superman American? Is Superman a world hero?
Right.
And are all the countries happy with Superman getting involved in their business, even if it's to try to help?
Yeah, I think that's a good touch because it could go either way. And then as far as, what's going on with Batman and where it comes into it and what his motivations are, I like that we don't know everything yet because we don't want to know the reason why everything's happening. We want to see it happen on screen.
Now, we do know from the official synopsis and from the trailer that Batman and Bruce Wayne are leery of Superman,
Yep.
or skeptical of him in some way, and we speculated about this right when the movie was kind of announced.
Oh, yeah.
But we also know that Superman and Batman are going to fight physically. The extra footage of the trailer that was shown at the IMAX event shows them actually coming right towards each other and basically about to impact. What we don't know for sure is whether there's kryptonite involved, whether Bruce Wayne has access to that kryptonite, or whether Superman is weakened or hampered in some way. Now, people are pretty sure that Superman is going to be hampered or somehow handicapped because it doesn't seem like he could be full power.
Right.
But we don't know that that's for sure, and we don't know how he's hampered.
I heard something in one of your notes or read somewhere that maybe there was like a way to block the sun or something like that. That would be an interesting touch, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we have some possible ways. So for Man of Steel, we know that Superman operates kind of as a solar battery, so if you can cut him off from the solar charge, then he would gradually lose it.
That's
we also
right.
know from Man of Steel that when Superman really exerts himself, it does deplete his store of kind
Yes.
of that solar battery idea.
Yeah, for sure.
It could also be kryptonite. Now, the kryptonite stuff is not confirmed, but that's another way that it could go. To get into just rumors, there is a rumor that the spear that Batman was holding in
Right.
the trailer is a kryptonite-laced or kryptonite-tipped spear.
Well, I hope...
As far as I know, that's just a rumor. But
Yeah, because in the first movie, they kind of made it that instead of kryptonite, it was maybe he was weakened when he was by pieces of the ship or something like that. So maybe it's laced with that. I don't know, a piece of his technology or something like that.
Right, and there's also the atmospheric stuff, so if they could somehow
Right.
replicate these other atmospherics and try to put Superman around them,
Yeah, that's true too. There's a lot of potential.
a lot of ways you could do it.
Yeah.
So, keeping on the Superman side of things, we do know from set photos and stuff that were taken that Superman has scenes as Clark Kent. There's some shots of him out on the streets meeting with people. We know that he has scenes with the Daily Planet folks. So, and we know he has scenes with Lois Lane where he's, kind of carrying her or something on the street. The thing that I take from that is that we are going to get more of the Clark Kent Daily Planet stuff that some people missed in Man of Steel. They said,
Yes.
oh, where was all the kind of Daily Planet, cute kind
Yeah.
of humanizing stuff?
Right.
I think there's going to be a little bit more of it here in Batman v Superman.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. And obviously, as long as story-wise it works, because if it turns into a big, what's going on between Batman and Superman, and then also Wonder Woman as well, maybe a lot of the action will be taking place in Metropolis, so that way it's kind of written in and makes sense why the supporting characters have a lot to do with what's going on.
Yeah. Now, on my list, I've only got a few more things that I think we know for sure. One is that we know Wonder Woman is a demigod and a daughter of Zeus. That was confirmed by one of the producers of the film.
Cool.
We know that there were sets built of Themyscira and LexCorp.
Right.
And we know that Lex Luthor is definitely involved in fanning the flames of negativity towards Superman. We know this, from the trailer for sure. Just those few lines that he has, we can tell that Lex Luthor is kind of trying to spur people on towards some resentment, negativity of Superman. Maybe he's even part of the reason Bruce is negative of Superman, because Lex and Bruce, again, we don't know this, but maybe Lex and Bruce have some business relationship or something. So Lex, if he has Bruce's ear, he could try to turn him against Superman.
Yeah, that'd be interesting for sure.
Now, here's some stuff that people think that they know, but if you look at it, they don't really know it for sure. One